Understanding good business growth strategies is critical to making sure that your business actually survives. I mean, the reality is the numbers show 10,000 businesses will start, only about 3,000 are gonna actually make that. And out of those 3,000 that make that, only about 150 are really gonna be successful. I remember I was talking to a friend the other day and he said, you know, Tim, you've worked with thousands of businesses and managed just tens of thousands of outreach campaigns for growth. Like, what are the big separators and how can somebody really ensure that they're successful? And, you know, kind of told him like, hey, you know, a lot depends, businesses are different, products are different. But if I were to look at the core things that make a business succeed and the business strategies that help them grow, I look at the seven same things every single time. And he was basically wanting to start a business. And so I kind of walked through with him these 7 steps, step 1, step 2, step 3. And he actually only had 3 out of the 7 in place and ready to use. And so we ended up implementing all 7 strategies for his business and his business did very, very well. And so these 7 strategies that I'm gonna share with you today are the same strategies that I shared with him that I've seen after talking to tens of thousands of businesses and doing tens of thousands of campaigns and training thousands of business owners how to grow and scale their businesses. This is the big differentiator because I've seen a lot of people fail and I've seen a lot of people be successful, and over time, success leaves clues. Like, you start seeing the patterns and the differences. So I want to share with you those differences and literally 7 steps that no matter if you're a startup with 0 revenue or you're like some of my clients with hundreds of sales reps doing hundreds of millions of dollars a year, you can implement what I'm teaching you today and start growing your business. In fact, if you implement what I teach you today, there's no way you can't grow your business. Also, make sure to stay to the end because I'm gonna give you a bonus training that's gonna show you how to get more customers. It's gonna help you sell more and scale more. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel before we jump in, because guess what? I'm gonna help you sell more and scale more, and every time I drop a new video, I want you to be the first to know about it. Number 1, stop doing things that are not generating revenue. This is probably the number 1 reason why I see businesses fail. It's like they worry about getting the website and the LLC and all these things and all these activities and all this polish. These things are not generating revenue. All of your activities, your primary activities should be on generating new customers, new business. Period. If you look around at your activity, especially if you're a small business, if 80% of the time is not spent on revenue generating activities, you're putting your focus in the wrong place. Number 2 is make sure you're putting your focus on your top 10% clients. Who are the best clients you have? You know, a lot of times what we want to do is we want to spend most of our time and focus and energy on the underperforming clients and on the clients that are pissed off and unhappy, and those will zap our energy and our resources. We want to find the top 10 to 20% clients, the ones that are the most pleasure to work with, the ones that are making us the most amount of money, and put our focus there so that we can replicate them. Now, it always seems like you want to deal with the problem. And you never want unhappy customers, right? But you're going to find that 20% of your clients, 10 to 20% of your clients are your best customers. What you want to do is you want to make them happy so they spend more money with you, they send referrals, they scale more, and ultimately you start attracting more customers like those. Number 3 is that it's not the best product that wins, it's the best known product and the best sold product that wins. There's this old TV commercial, you might not know it. The best part of waking up is what in your cup? Like, it's Folgers in your cup. If you know that jingle, Folgers was a horrible coffee. It was a disgusting coffee, but it was the best known coffee at its time, and then it got replaced by what? Starbucks, because Starbucks is on every corner. Now, I like Starbucks, I enjoy Starbucks, but it's not the best coffee in the world, but it is the best known coffee in the world, the best sold coffee in the world. So remember, it's not the best product that wins, it's the best known product and the best sold product that wins. So you gotta focus on being known and selling yourself and getting out there. Stop tinkering around trying to get the best product. You don't need the best product to win in your marketplace. Number 4 is something I call FCR. That means flow, conversion, retention. You have to prioritize it in that order. Flow meaning you have to get a flow of prospective buyers coming into your company. That's your number 1 concern. Number 2 is your conversion. How are you converting those prospects that flow into actual customers? That's your number 2 priority. Number 3 priority is customer retention, improving the product. And it has to go in that order. Most people focus on the product, they focus on the retention part first, and they never put enough focus on the flow conversion part, because guess what? If you don't have flow coming in, you can't optimize your conversion rates. And if you don't have conversions happening, you don't have customers. And if you don't have customers, you don't need retention. Look, your referrals are not really a good customer base. To be able to scale big, you need to be able to have flow coming in from non-referrals that then convert, that then become customers. And as you get more of that happening, your actual retention gets better because you start to learn what real clients like and don't like about your product. Look, that referral might be a friend of a friend and they don't want to say anything bad to you, but a customer you've never met before, they come into your sphere, you convert them into a customer, they're going to be brutally honest with you. And that is awesome because they're going to allow you to perfect your product on a whole nother level. So make sure you're getting your flow, conversion, retention prioritized properly. If you start at, oh, I'm gonna do the best product and have the best retention, then I'll go for the flow thing. That's what most people do, and that's why they fail. That's why they'll go 5 years and still not be able to scale their business. In fact, I was talking to a guy, he's ran his business for 15 years. Great retention, gets referrals, but still cannot get flow and conversion into his company. And so do not get stuck in that trap. Number 5. Do not niche down. Well, Tim, no, everybody says the money's in the niches. I gotta focus on these very specific things. No, not at first. You wanna focus, you wanna go broad, and then over time you can start focusing, you can start figuring out where your niche is, but do not start in a niche, because you're gonna be limiting yourself. You wanna go as wide as you can at first. Now, obviously, when you're marketing to the different audiences and segments, you wanna market to each specific audience. So you do wanna have a slightly custom tailored for each audience, but don't try to niche down, overly niche down from the get-go. You actually wanna go wide. But Tim, no, I've heard that the money's in the niches. I'm telling you right now, I've done these kind of marketing campaigns for thousands, and I've talked to tens of thousands of businesses. And every time I get a small business owner or a solopreneur starting with the niche, it's like they're so locked into that, their cost to get a customer is ludicrous. It's so high to get a customer when if they could have just gone a little bit more broad, they could have gotten a lot more customers for their money. Now, of course, you don't want to say I can help everybody. You have to have a broad categories. For instance, if I'm targeting other businesses, overly niche would be say, hey, I only target businesses that are doing between 200,000 and 2 million that are selling products online. You've made it so specific that it's gonna cost you a fortune to go get that customer. Now, if I can say, I help businesses that are selling products online, great. That's a great place to start. Now you can get those customers in mass for a good cost per customer. So make sure you're not overly niching your product. Number 6 is create a customer journey to maximize lifetime value. Now, I just said a bunch of fancy words and terms. What I mean is your ideal client that's spending $1 million a year with you is up here, and then a customer that's just buying a $30 like do-it-yourself PDF training is down here. So this is like they have very little budget down here and they have maximum budget up here. What are the products, what are the stages that you can sell, that you could literally sell this person and grow with him until he has $1 million a year budget? And so you wanna start figuring out what is that journey that your customers can go through? What are products that you can sell them at each part in that journey to help them get to the next part of the journey so that you can increase your lifetime value of a customer? Too many of these entrepreneurs are going, I want to spend $1 on an ad and get $5 back. That's great, but it becomes incredibly difficult if your lifetime value is low. It means that you're like, it's like mowing the grass. Every time you mow the grass, you're gonna have to mow it again. Every week, mow it again. Every week, mow it again. But what if you were getting new customers coming in, but you kept reselling those customers new products over and over and over again? That means that every time you put a new customer into your world, you keep reselling that customer because you did a great job and they want to keep spending money with you. So make sure you have your customer journey down and you have a maximum LTV. And number 7, last but definitely not least, I would actually put this up top, is that culture, company culture, your team culture, your tribe culture eats strategy for breakfast. Culture beats strategy every time. What does that mean? It means the company culture. What is your company culture? Well, if I look at my company, we have a culture of excellence. Winning is our resolve. Our pursuit of growth is relentless. Our people are our passion. Our team lives and embodies the culture. So when you have great culture, a culture of winning, a culture of excellence that's permeating your entire company from the top down, from the bottom up, wherever you look at this, your systems, your processes have a culture of winning and excellence and going the extra mile. That's gonna dominate any strategy, any marketing strategy that you can come up with, period. And so you're going, Tim, how did you get to culture? Like, this is a give me business strategy. But culture eats strategy for breakfast. Culture always beats strategy. So you wanna be thinking of one of your main strategies should be having a great culture for your team, because guess what happens when you have a killer culture for your team and you create a culture so strong that people are working so hard because they don't ever wanna get kicked out of this company. Like, they love working, they love what they do, and there's so much opportunity and potential there. That overflows into them doing a great job every single day, week, month. That turns into them doing a great job for your client, and your clients become happy, and your clients become of that great culture, and now your clients are going, oh my gosh, I've never met a company like this. I will never leave this company. Their culture, their delivery is excellent. So really, that's the 7 things that you can do for strategy. Now, if you want some very, very practical, hey, how do I get leads, bookings, and customers? I have a free training for you. You can click the link at the end. I don't make 1 penny off of that training. It's a free download. The only thing I ask is that if you download that, you use that strategy to get customers for your business, you come back and you give me a testimony. Now that's it. Make sure before I give you that link, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions, just throw them in the comments below. I will reply to you. And that link, like I talked about, is right below. Click that. It's gonna help you get leads, get customers, and ultimately scale your business. This is Tim Dodd with the Tim Dodd Show. I'll see you soon.